right. Are you guys having fun out here at Spookala? All right, I gotta call myself out really quick. I've been known to do this from time to time. Slip of the tongue, I said Goonies, not Gremlins the last time, so I apologize to each and every person out there that about had a heart attack because I said that. It's Gremlins, and then after that, it's the Scream panel. But you know what? That's not the panel that's happening right now. We're gonna have an awesome panel right now. Are you guys ready for this next panel? If you're ready for this next panel, I want you guys to scream real loud! Make some noise for Alan Tudyk, Labine, Katrina Bowden, and Jesse Moss, the Tucker and Dale vs. Evil reunion!
Thought that you were coming to a Scream panel, is that right? No? Good, okay.
So you guys know these bright, shining, lovely faces from Tucker and Dale vs. Evil. You guys are happy about this, right? So, to the cast, anybody that wants to answer this question, could the movie have just been titled The Big Misunderstanding? Because basically, that's what the entire movie is everybody misunderstanding everybody else.
No. It doesn't have the same hookiness, you know?
Yeah.
Well, Tucker and Dale vs. Evil really just rolls off the tongue. I think that's the key to this movie's success.
And there's even a bigger, I find, an issue with the title. Like, it should be Dale and Tucker versus Evil, because Tyler tells me this all the time. Because it's his movie. It really is. It's about Dale. Dale falls in love. Dale, right? You guys have that whole romance, and Jesse, you're involved because he's taking your girl. It's about you. I'm just along for the ride. And
but Eli,
but it doesn't work.
It doesn't sound good.
Tucker and Dale.
Dale and Tucker just sounds wrong.
No, it sounds wrong.
So I'm going to go down to Katrina real quick. So Katrina, in this movie, you are the only one that understands everybody. You try to get people to literally sit down at the table and understand each other. How was it for you being cast outside of a role that you would normally get, which is the blonde that maybe doesn't know stuff? You got to be the literal most intelligent person in this entire movie. How was it for you to be able to play that part?
It was great. I mean, yes, I was cast a lot as the dumb blonde stereotypical role, and so to play a character who you would assume would be like that, and wound up being the voice of reason, or tried to be as much as she could, which didn't really end up working out that well for her in the end. It was really, really fun and exciting, and it was just an honor to shoot this movie with all these guys. I mean, they're all so great to watch and work with, and I love playing Allie.
You uncovered. You have my favorite line in the movie, where you unlock the whole mystery that underlies the whole movie. You say, "It's true, Chad. You're half hillbilly."
Yes.
That is the most beautiful line.
That's my favorite line as well.
The whole movie. Oh.
So Jesse, we're just going to go right down here to you on this. Why so much hatred for hillbillies?
Well, I mean, I had a tough past. I had a tough childhood. You know what I mean? It's a lot of anger stemmed from that.
It's the hillbilly half.
It's the half the hillbilly.
The hillbilly half made you angry.
Yeah, that's true. And the other half was a frat bro. So, that combo, it's not a great combo.
So to the cast, the movie when it was released in the US didn't have a very strong reception financially here. When it went overseas, that's when you had a much strong, like it made millions overseas, and then it became much larger here.
Hold on. Let's set the record straight. We went to Sundance.
Yes, we fucking did.
And we won the audience award. So the audience, the most important vote, not all those snotty people, critics, it was the audience that came and said our favorite movie was our movie.
Yeah.
And the economy had just collapsed. It was the Bush, that whole thing where where Wall Street said we're gonna all die.
Yeah, like the money got bad.
The money got
Money went bad. Yeah.
and so nobody wanted to buy it, or so it won, and it was like this rocket is ready to go, and it never went, and so it didn't really get distribution.
You know what's crazy about that? I just remember we actually got to see the focus group like surveys. Remember they were testing the movie, and they showed us like all the information from the test, and it was like a 94% approval rating, and people were like, "This is the best movie of all time." It was like Universal was involved, and like, yeah. So we were on the precipice of being what we could have been.
Underlining piss. I just want to underline the piss of precipice. That's where we ended up.
So at what point was it for you guys that you're like, holy crap, this movie is actually getting a pretty big cult following here in the States?
I think at cons like this.
Yeah.
This is where I would be, because it's where you get to meet people, and so people would bring it up, you know. I'd be signing Firefly pictures and things like that, and people were like, hey, you need to get some Tucker and Dale swag up in this piece. That's how they say it.
It's always been surprising how many people just come up to all of us, like on the street, you know, or in an airport, and tell us that they're a fan of Tucker and Dale. And when I first heard that, I was like, wait, you saw that?
Well, and I can tell you too, what you said about cons, for this show, if I remember correctly, the first celebs that were announced for this show, which was, I believe, the day after the last show, were 3 of the 4 of you guys that were on this panel. And when you guys were announced, I remember social media going wild about, holy crap, we're going to have a Tucker and Dale reunion at the next Spookala. Yeah. So I think you're spot on that the critical acclaim at shows like this is what's pushing you guys to get so much more focus on this great movie.
Tucker and Dale 2!
That's one of the loudest cheers of the whole show so far. Just know that. That's how much they want this.
Yeah.
We're gonna hope you do that.
Yeah. Well, we do too.
We do too. I mean, we have multiple pitches and outlines.
Oh, we came so close, guys.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
You guys don't even know. We had a very, very close call. Very close brush with success. Didn't happen.
Didn't happen.
Yeah.
But you never know.
Try again. You never know.
Crazy world. You never know.
So in most horror movies, there's some supernatural element or some overriding spiritual thing that's going to make the movie evil. In this movie, there's none of that.
It's a guy
Jesse's you're pretty much the guy. You're pretty much the guy.
You're the evil.
What did you feel about being the ultimate real evil in this movie?
Yeah, I mean, it was a lot of fun to be ultimate evil. You know, like my favorite things to play in the world are psychopaths, because you get to let loose and just be a complete crazy person. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
You know, we've seen it done before, but the way you did it was by far the grossest. Why did bad guys always lick the girl's face?
Oh, yeah.
Did you choose to lick her face, or did Eli say, hey, it'll be cool, lick her
That
face?
was all Jesse.
Yeah, I think I might have just licked her face. I mean,
It was fucking gross. It was disgusting, man. It
it's
was
a very lickable face. You know?
You had so much like gunky fake blood. I was like,
It was sticky. It was very sticky.
I think it was the bone sticking out of your face that really did it for me. With the
and I was like, I remember you had to come up and do it, and I was like, oh god, oh god, oh god.
I am sorry.
just the way the prosthetic was pretty gnarly.
It's such a psychopath trope, though, right? Like the face licking. I guess I'd do it if I was crazy. Probably.
Everybody was licking and kissing over on that side of the table. Not me.
Not Tucker and Dale. Tucker and Dale, none of that.
We were busy connecting in another way.
Yeah, no, we were just
Look, right? Yeah, but we had good energy.
we were going fishing, Dave.
We were energized.
going fishing.
So we were back in the green room, and you guys had shared some behind-the-scenes memories, some of which I know you guys want to stay back there. But there were some others that were actually pretty fun. Are you guys in the audience? Do you want to hear some really cool behind-the-scenes stories? I think you can make a little more noise to be able to pull these things out of them. So
This one time.
I think we know where this is going to go. Katrina, let's talk about B vitamins. Katrina, let's talk about the B vitamin incident.
Oh, okay. So we were starting our night shoots portion of the shooting process, and I was tired and I wanted to get energized, and I read online that B vitamins will do that for you. And so I bought a bunch of different ones, and I just took them all. And it turns out I'm kind of allergic to one of them, and I broke out in like purpley red hives like all over my body, and I was like shaking. And our director happened to be an ex paramedic, and so they had to send me to an urgent care, and they were just like, you just got to let it get through the system, and I was fine, but I couldn't shoot for a while that day.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
So be careful when you take your supplements.
Yes. We almost.
I was like 19 too. I had no idea what the hell I was doing.
So, Alan, what about some things on your side? What are some things that happen on the set that you think would make these people want to do headstands because they're so awesome and so fun?
I was tied upside down for a long time. That actually happened. I was upside down for so long, and they had a stuntman there, and but we didn't have any time. We shot the whole movie in 3 weeks, so it was one take in the beginning.
Yeah.
Was it more than 3 weeks? Am I
No.
remembering?
I was trying to think of like how
we did that?
Well, you were hanging for a long time, but did they bring in like a the chair? Was there a high top?
They would hold me up a little bit and then put me back down. And they're like, we got the stuntman if you want him, but to untie me, take me down, and do the whole thing would take too much time. So I was just like, no, let's just do it. Let's just get it. I'll just stay up here, just get it. And by the end of the day, I was hung upside down so long. I was out of my mind. I was a little wasted. I went to the bar at the hotel. I had one beer, and I left my guitar in the bar. My expensive guitar that I was in love with this guitar. And that's how. Isn't that a crazy story? That's how out of it I was.
See the headstands.
But the stuntman. So there's a point where you cut me down and he falls on his back. That wasn't me. That was the stuntman. I let him do that part. And he came into the bar that night. He's like, man, they had me hanging upside down. My head is killing me. I said, how long were you doing? He's like, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Son of a bitch. I was up there for hours. Yeah. So I didn't get I think I'm in the stunt union for that. I just haven't claimed my card yet.
Yeah, but what happened to the guitar, man?
Yeah, what happened to the guitar?
Because we were in Canada, they held on to it for me. Said, yeah, we got it for you, guy. So
That's my people. That's my people.
yeah. They're like, yeah.
I got some good stories.
You guys want to hear them? That's right. What you got?
All right, so you guys know that one scene in the movie where Allison falls in the water, and I very gallantly jump in to save her or eat her face or whatever your perspective is. And we shot that in a small but frozen lake in Edmonton or Alberta, Canada. If you've never been there, wonderful place, very cold. And it was frozen that morning. I think it was March or something. I don't know, it might have been March or February. And it was frozen that morning, and Alan and I got into the boat. We went in, and they put me in like a little, like a wetsuit under my clothes, and I had to like jump into the lake, and it was like, again, it was just frozen that morning, so it was very cold. They had like a little like inflatable hot tub on set for me to get into, but it never got hot, so it was just like tepid water. Actually just got cold, and then they like brought out blow dryers, and they were just trying to blow dry me in between takes, which probably just made me sick. So anyway, we did that 2 or 3 times, and I was just like, fuck the warm tub, fuck the cool tub, and the blow dryer, let me just keep going. And I did it like 3 or 4 more times. It got to be like, it's a little exhausting. And then on like the last take, I remember kind of climbing out the same spot that I climbed out of the lake over and over again. I was like, oh God, this is like a clay bottom lake. I didn't realize, oh man, I'm like up to my knees in clay. I think I remember saying like, is there a bunch of clay here? And someone, might have been Eli, came in like, you've got hypothermia, get out of the lake. Like, I was just trying to walk. I thought I was buried in clay. I was like, when did I get buried in clay? And they pulled me out and put me believe. Blow dried my face.
That sounds safe. That sounds very
Yeah, so
safe.
it turns out hypothermia is a real thing.
I thought it was fake.
Yeah, I thought that was just something they tell kids.
Should have taken some B vitamins.
I was going to say, I see a theme here. So, Jesse, did you ever have a medical issue on set like the rest of the three of these people? Come on.
Not a medical issue, but we did almost get hit by lightning one day. We were like shooting out in the woods, and we were in like this crazy thunderstorm. It's pouring rain, and so they put the cast chairs under like a tent. But the tent, it's got 4 metal poles that kind of meet in the middle, and all of a sudden the tent got hit by a bolt of lightning. And had to shut down production for the day, because we all almost died. That was rough.
Also, we were shooting in these woods.
Oh my God.
And they had these things that everyone talked about very casually called the Widowmakers.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Like, oh, watch out for the Widowmakers. I was like, what? These giant, like, spears of the brain trees would just fall and brain people. Like, they would just kill you. They're called Widowmakers.
Yeah.
And they were just like, careful. Heads up.
So basically, every single one of these actors literally risked their lives to make this movie for you guys. Come on now.
I forgot a lot of that.
I forgot about the Labine.
I fell into a wood chipper.
So Jesse, we never see your character actually die. We see you fall out of a window. And that's it. Do you think that your character is still alive, and would you fight for your character to be in this sequel that we know is actually going to happen?
Well, you do see him alive in the news footage, right, at the end. So he's definitely alive. Yeah, so I think he should be in the sequel. Yeah.
With a new face.
With a new face, a little facial.
And so, Alan, if there was going to be a sequel, would it be Tucker and Dale, or would it be Tucker and Dale and Allie? Would it be like everybody? Because, he's got the girl. He's got the girl, so would she now be a part of the...
Allie, not Alan. I see Allie. Allie.
Yeah. I mean, she would have to be a part of it unless they broke up. I mean, I don't think...
Tucker and Dale and Allie doesn't sound that great.
That's a sitcom.
On CBS, yeah.
I don't know. We've had some good ideas that involve the cast again, but it's not reflected in the title. The one that we talked about on set most was Tucker and Dale Go to Yale, and I think that's because it rhymes, and it puts us in the middle of a bunch of college kids again.
And like Allie could be like a junior professor there or something, like she was studying psychology.
Psychology professor for sure.
Because she was psychology before. We've got some, who knows? Who knows?
I think it should be like a series of sequels, right? Like a whole franchise, which would be great. And at the end, it all culminates in Tucker versus Dale. That's it. Someone's got to go.
So, real quick before I open up the mic on the show floor. So, you guys obviously have to play very close brothers when you were on this movie. Did you guys actually become close friends? Did you guys have a bond on the set because of the kind of characters you had to play? Do you feel like that actually showed? Or do you still just hate each other?
It's the first time I've seen him since they yelled rap. That's not true. That's not true. Sadly, I have not seen you guys since, but we've known each other since. We've hung out, and we've lived in the same town because, so we know each other.
Like some people might even say we're friends, but
They know each other.
Alan wouldn't refer to it that way.
We hang out. We talk.
We know each other. Yeah.
We text. We talk. We chill. We hang.
Well, I feel like on that note, we're going to open up the mic for questions. So, give us your name and then one question just to make sure we can actually get through everybody.
And if you ask a question, you get I have my bag of crap here. So whenever I go to a con, I just have a bag of crap.
It's literally a bag of shit.
literally
Just know that. Yeah.
Some of the things you'll be like, ooh, I would have liked that. Or I'm glad to get that. But most of it you're like, why would I ever want this? But Alan just gave it to me.
All right. So, first up, what's your name?
Charlie.
And Charlie, what is your question?
What was your guys' favorite accidental death scenes?
Accidental death scene.
Hands down for me, it's the wood chipper.
I agree.
But because that's so obvious, I think it's the running away from the bees.
That's what I was going to say.
Wow. My favorite is the one where you're digging the shitter.
Yeah.
And really, the wood chipper and the shitter, those two happen at the same time, where you get hit in the head again and knocked out. But because he's falling so slowly on top of you and you're screaming, "Ah!" and it's just that kills me. And then the wood chipper happens at the same time. So they're both. It's one of those good the laugh builds on top of it.
Also, it looks like we might have the first person.
Wait, don't leave. You gotta take your crap.
Bag of
Get your crap.
So this was a shower curtain.
He actually had this in his home, he said.
So, Charlie, you're getting a signed, used shower curtain for Alan Tudyk. All right, so I will tell you this. We'll make sure we give a disclaimer here. This is one of those things we're going to put the disclaimer on while supplies last. While supplies last. All right, next up, what's your name?
Hello, my name is Amanda. You are all incredible, very talented. This is an iconic film. I do have a question for Alan.
What's that?
So, on a near daily basis, I will quote you as Clayface and Harley Quinn when he goes, "It's Lady Gaga." So, I don't know why, it just speaks to me. I love that line. In that show, do you have more fun playing Clayface or Joker, or would you say that it's even?
I'd say it's even, because they're just mixed together. Like I'm always doing both whenever I go in to record. So, I mean, Clayface is ridiculous.
Yes.
Lady Gaga! And I liked it when he turned into Stephanie in the sorority. And she talks about Chad. I think it's actually Chad. That she's dating Chad. He has huge areolas. They touch in the middle. What the hell is that? They touch in the middle. I love that.
But I love Clayface. That's like my favorite. And everyone's like, "Oh, it's Harley, it's Poison." No, it's Clayface. Fuck it, it's Clayface.
All right.
These things cover up plugs so that children can't stick their fingers in them. But they're Band-Aids.
They're called ouchlets.
But it's also signed by Alan, so.
Where did you get that?
I found it in my house. It needs to go away.
Thank you, Clayface.
We have no children.
All right, so who's ever at the back of the line? Who's at the back of the line? Cut the line right there. I want to make sure we get through each and every one of you guys, so we do have to play a little speed round, just so we can get through every one of these people. All right, what's your name?
My name is Jill.
Hello.
What's your question?
I was going to ask about the death scene, but my favorite scene is also the wood chipper. But my other question is the whole concept of like what makes this movie so amazing is that there is no supernatural entity that actually exists in the film, and the whole thing is just the funny misconception. So how did that happen? How did that idea first come to
Oh
be?
man, I
How was
wish
it
Eli was here.
Yeah.
Let me ask you guys something. Eli has been the director and writer has been kind of like poking around, being like, "You guys could come to one of these cons. Would you guys be into meeting Eli, the writer and director of the movie?" He's never done one before. That's what I thought. Yeah. Anyway, we're trying to get him to one, but
It was all him.
yeah, I mean, we had nothing to do with that. Our job was just to sell the idea,
He liked the idea of the flipping of, that it's such a trope that these hillbillies are the evil ones, and he wanted to flip that they're just people.
Yeah, his conception was just like, what if the hillbillies weren't bad? Like, what if they were actually good guys? And it was just a big misunderstanding.
I just love how you were so excited for your vacation home, only to have a mass suicide happen right outside.
Yeah. This is some coffee that they have backstage for us called Shutter.
All right, good stuff. Thank you very much. All right. Next up, tell them what your name is.
Emily Risette.
And Emily Risette, what is your question?
This is a question for Alan. I was just curious if you have more insane set stories from Firefly or Arrested Development.
To Katrina, could you answer that for me?
I would probably guess Arrested Development. That's my thought.
No.
No, I was wrong.
Strangers with Candy, I think, right?
Strangers with Candy. This is a ADR sheet from Resident Alien.
That's awesome.
Whenever you go in to do ADR, these are so I have to do so many I narrate so much, and then you would have probably. Oh no! Oh, this is from this last season where there's a fight going on, and then you would have broken a chair, and then I'd break my refrigerator, and the refrigerator repairman would be an asshole or something.
I was going to offer to walk it down there, but he's got a much better idea.
Yeah. I was going to ask you to do that too.
Gotcha.
Sign her up for the box.
Thank you very much.
All right, next up, what's your name? What is your question?
My name's Lindsay, and I was wondering what was the hardest scene to film in the movie?
The hardest scene to film in the movie? That's probably different for all of us, I bet.
Maybe the hardest for me was kind of when Chad is sitting across from Tyler, telling like the backstory of what happened. Just trying to kind of keep it together, sitting across from this guy, and yeah, just kind of the exposition of that. And, yeah, that was probably the toughest because the rest of it was just fun for me. So yeah.
I think for me, the digging scene, I mean, obviously I didn't dig the whole hole, but I don't think I'd ever held a shovel in my life. So I was just trying to make it look natural.
You didn't grow up on a farm like
I know. Oh, no. I grew up in New Jersey in a very non-farm area.
By the end of the movie, I was so sick. I had like a double ear infection. Both of my eustachian tubes had closed in my ear, so I couldn't hear anything.
Oh my God!
So we shot the entire fight sequence, which was mostly me. I couldn't hear a thing. But that wasn't even it. The last thing we shot was me and Katrina doing the kissing scene, which I was already like, no one's gonna want this. No one wants to see me kiss her. And I was like, trust me, it's gonna be good. And so we're doing the scene, and she's doing her lines, and it's just like, I'm like, and when I talk, it's like just, I couldn't hear a thing. And we finished that day, and it ended up being one of my favorite scenes in the movie. But I was not present when we shot it.
All right, excellent. What you
I
got?
think I'm seeing why we haven't made it 2.
Yeah.
We barely made it through 1. My God. It would have to be the hanging upside down. That was really, it's amazing what happens when the blood just sits in your head for too long. This is a picture, this is an on-set makeup. The makeup, they take pictures like continuity pictures, and this was from the pilot of Resident Alien, and it's the corpse. It's me as a corpse. But that's me, and I look like shit. Too bad.
Can you get it?
All right, I'll get it for you. So thank you. So next person, come up, get your name and your question, and I'll get you the picture.
Hi, my name is Jenny Rebecca, and this is mostly to Alan Tudyk here.
Yes.
Yeah, yes, because I'm a huge fan of Knight's Tale. What was the most funniest scene from Knight's Tale that you've done?
Jesse. You couldn't tell me. We had a lot of fun, and there was where we were all drinking. It was before the final in London, and we were like drinking and singing drinking songs. That was a lot of fun because there was a group of us together, and I got to eat. We had money. Our characters had money, so we had food and drink. I upset the props person because when I got mad at somebody, I broke a glass and got up like this. But I broke the prop, and he didn't like it. So that's why it's not in the movie. This is just weird.
They've all been a little weird.
They've all been a little weird. So this is crap. So it comes out of the book. So it's a target. It's called the pest game. You're supposed to shoot these pests. Oh, I see. It doesn't consider a turkey a pest, or a lamb a pest, or a horse a pest, or a rooster, but you can shoot the crow, and you can shoot the wolf, and you can shoot the snake.
Shoot it with what? A BB gun? Is this a BB game?
I would think a shotgun.
Oh, well.
Shotgun or a flamethrower. That's what I would go with.
Maybe you could shoot it with one of these smoke guns that's out here on the side. I'll do it.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you. Next
Also, the
up.
fact that I also love to quote nice y'all way too much. So, favorite movie like Love You or Fancy Cakes, even though I know it's Tansy
Oh,
Cakes.
Tansy, yes.
All right, thanks a lot. Next up, here we go. Oh no! Tag on it.
It's an antique also, that's why it's so brittle. From like the 60s.
What's your name? What's your question?
Hey guys, my name is Colton. It was wonderful meeting you all today. I'm so glad to have you all here together for such a great movie that we all love. I was curious, I think a lot of people when they think of Cabin in the Woods, they think of Evil Dead or something like that. Do you think Tucker and Dale would have any chance of surviving an Evil Dead scenario, or do you think they were lucky enough to survive their accidental encounters at their dream home?
What? Do we think we could survive like a
Like a run-in with the Kandarian demons that were
like a
summoned
demon
by
apocalypse? Like the with the Necronomicon just showed up all of a sudden and
I mean, the dream home you purchased happened to have it in it. And I don't know,
right.
Maybe Chad went into Reddit because he thought it would impress Hallie or something, and then summoned the demons. And now you guys
Question,
have to
man.
fight them.
I think
Are
yes.
you writing a second movie for us?
Yes, I'm gonna say we would. Yes, we would prevail.
And it would be funny.
It would be very funny.
I think so too.
Somehow, college kids would have to die, but other than that, yeah, it would be fun.
This is a vaccination certificate of my dog, Aunt Clara. It's her rabies. There we go.
All right, guys, so we're going to try to get through all these questions. So let's try to go speed round. So let's make it quick. That way we can try to get through as many people as we can. Hopefully, we get to everybody. All right, what's your name? What's your question? Feel free to bend that microphone up.
Hello.
I can like tip that up.
Tip the mic. Yeah.
Hi there.
Hi.
I'm Carmen. I wanted to ask, after you guys finished the movie, what did you guys do to celebrate?
What'd you guys do to celebrate when the movie wrapped?
We did a lot of
Karaoke.
celebrating on that show. There was a lot of
Karaoke.
Karaoke.
And we had a rap party at a karaoke bar, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to get
It is
into
not
that.
fun.
Was I there? I don't think so
I
either.
think you maybe left early. Did you go to the karaoke thing?
No.
No.
We did like a big group song. I remember that. God, that would be funny to have the footage of that. I don't know. I don't remember.
I definitely rolled around in all the money that I made making the movie. I remember that. I remember rolling around in the piles of money.
Huge.
Yeah.
Huge piles of money.
Couldn't hear a thing because of your Eustachian tubes.
Yeah. You couldn't hear the crinkling of the money, which is my favorite part.
It's a call sheet. It's called Los Alamos. It says on top, like the project is called Los Alamos. That was the fake name for Rogue One. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. That's
on that one.
All right, next up, what's your name? What's your question?
That was my daughter, and yesterday was her 15th birthday. That's why she.
Hey, happy belated birthday.
She just got herself a good Christmas present, or birthday present right there. Good stuff.
My name's Candy. I just want to know if you guys took any props from the movie.
If we have any props? Oh yeah. Yeah, I have the original Giver hat, which is like it's like covered in like oxidized fake blood. And the story with that hat is that when we started the movie, I only had one condition. I needed the wardrobe department to make me a hat that said Giver. Because that's a Canadian expression. It's the same as like maybe the American equivalent would be like get her done. It's like fucking give her, buddy. So yeah, I have that. I think I have one of the shirts. I think that's it, yeah.
I got nothing.
Nothing? I have the jeans that I wore, and I have the helmet that Dale gives me at the end of the movie.
Oh, nice.
Still have it.
No hatchets for you, just
No, I didn't take the hatchet. We're trying to.
You didn't keep that nice polo shirt?
No, I didn't keep the polo shirt either.
Just a kidney that they removed because you got sick also from a stunt that went wrong. This is a shower cap.
I got it.
Oh, you got it. Thank you.
Oh, here she's got it. Thank you.
We're too far away. Yeah, there's too much distance.
Oh, there's a giver hat right here.
Oh, give her that. All right, next up, what's your name? What's your question? Speed round.
My name is Vanessa, and this question is for all of you. If you could take the characters you were and put them in another movie, what would that movie be?
If you could take your characters and put them into another movie, what would it be?
Honestly, this is a cheesy answer, but I feel like I've taken a little bit of Dale into like everything I've done since that movie. He took up a big spot in my heart, you know, like it was just like, you know what I love about Dale is he's just so earnest, and I think I have a hard time finding the earnestness in situations sometimes. I go, well, Dale fucking did it. So yeah, but like specifically put him in some other thing I've done.
Or any movie.
I would never cheapen him like that.
I would put Tucker in terms of endearment. This is a wallpaper sample. It looks worse than it did online. So when it came in, we went with a no, we're not going to go with this.
Oh, yeah. Oh, there you go.
What about you guys? Do you have anything you want to bring your characters into?
I can see Chad in like a Hallmark movie. See how he does it in that world.
I don't know.
All right, how you doing, man? What's your name? What's your question?
Jesse, movie's amazing. So you guys said that you were really, really close to have a sequel. Like, how long ago was that, and why did it not happen?
Not long ago, a couple years ago.
Yeah, and it's been like there's been many, like I said, brushes with success with that. You know, like we wasn't even should we even talk about.
I mean, it was gonna be a series. It was gonna be like
series that we saw.
Yeah, one of the producers really wants to make it in India. Always wanted to make it in India.
In Goa.
So we're talking about a Bollywood dance scene with you guys?
We're talking about not making it out of the second one is what that we're talking about. This is a Polaroid from a photo shoot I did. They give you Polaroids of sort of the setups. Oh, that's my kitchen door.
But just to give you a more thorough answer too, like we've tried many times, and there's been a lot of complications, and there's a lot of like hurdles in the way. But we still want to. Alan and I talk about quite a bit about things that we could do and other ways to get there, and you know, I think it's still something we very much all want to do. You know.
Have you thought about a GoFundMe or Kickstarter?
Absolutely, yeah. We've thought about everything. You know, we've definitely discussed.
We just haven't done
Kickstarter,
it.
GoFundMe. We just haven't done it.
We'll get it done. Give her.
Give her, buddy.
Good stuff. All right. Like I said, speed round, because I don't know if we're going to get through everybody. We're going to try. We're going to try real hard. All right. So, next up, what's your name? What's your question?
My name is Annabelle, and my question is, what is your favorite horror movie?
Oh, that's a good question.
What is it?
What is your favorite horror movie? Oh my God, that is such a big question.
I would say The Shining for me.
Nice, nice,
That's my
very
go-to.
scary.
I think Session 9. Do you guys know Session 9? I think that's one of the best movies ever made, but it's my favorite horror.
Never heard of it. What's the one with Toni Collette when the little girl?
Hereditary?
What is it?
Hereditary? Yes. That's the scariest movie ever made, for sure. But not my favorite.
I don't watch a lot of them because I get very scared. I'm such a baby, but I watched The Barbarian, and
Oh, that was good.
so that's the only thing I really got from like recent times. I watched Darkness Falls when I was a teenager, and I couldn't sleep for 3 weeks. I'll go with The Barbarian.
This is a coffee cup from Serenity. It's one of the on the NBC. You can get it on NBC site. It's got some residue coffee in it because that's what I drank on the way to the airport. So it's in my bag.
You want to throw that to her?
I wanted to, but I didn't think they would like it.
You know what? I'm going to stay right here.
I
think this is
really
a good,
wanted to just break it,
All right,
but I
next
thought it'd be rude.
Real quick name, question. What you got?
My name is Lizzie, and I wanted to ask, how many fails did you make during the scene? How many fails did you make on the scene?
How many fails?
Like how many takes did we do? Like in general?
Or like mess ups, or we would start laughing a lot, so a lot. Right?
There was a lot of ad-libbing. Do you know what that means? Like making things up. We were just sort of making up a lot of stuff. And Alan and I especially were just trying a lot of stuff. So there was a lot of fails, you could call them. Yeah, we broke a lot. But there was also just a lot of, in general, when you're making a movie, there's a lot of, you got to do things over and over again.
But we didn't get to do too many takes on this movie.
We had no money.
Two takes. In the beginning, he was only doing one take.
Yeah,
and we had to say, come on, you've got to, we're here, let's do two. Just do a second take, please. We haven't even had a chance. So we got two, and by the end it relaxed a little bit more. We got 3 and 4.
I think once our director realized that he was getting all these little bits of gold, the longer that he let us play around, he just sort of let us do a little bit more. But yeah.
That's a picture of me on the set of Resident Alien Frozen Corpse Face. That's a one-of-a-kind frozen corpse face.
All right, next up, what's your name? What you got?
CF.
Hi, my name is Nicolette. I saw you before, Alan. It's nice seeing you again. I was wondering if you guys think that Tucker and Dale would win in a fight against Shaun of the Dead from the Cornetto trilogy. I was wondering your thoughts on that.
Well, let us make 2 more movies and then we'll talk about it. It's not fair. It's unfair competition. Like in a physical fight, I think I could probably take both those guys. Yeah. And I would love to punch Nick Frost in the face.
He's totally insufferable in that
I love him. I just would love to give him a shot in the chops.
This is a picture of me with some taxidermy. It looks like a really small deer, but it's a dik-dik, which is the power animal of the Tudyk household.
And it looks like it's got like 8 legs in that picture,
A
too.
dik-dik. It's an African little mini deer that died in captivity, and I have it stuffed on my dining room table. Dik-dik.
Thank you so much.
That's the Tudyk.
Yeah.
It's on the Tudyk crest. Yeah.
All right, how you doing? What's your name? What's your question?
Hi,
I know you.
Hi, I'm Nikki. Came down from Chicago. Good to see you guys. Question for Ty. I just wanted to know how many pickled eggs you had to eat for your scene.
Oh, son of a bitch. Magnolia recently released for a 13-year anniversary. They put out a blooper reel. Did you guys see that on Instagram? It's really funny. If you haven't, go check it out. I don't think I'd ever even seen that, but I've joked around about how many pickled eggs. I think it was about a dozen, maybe 13 is the number in my head. But here's the really shitty thing. Remember I said I got really sick by the end of the movie? It's because I choked on the pickled egg so much that I got pickled egg up in my soft palate into my sinuses. And I didn't realize how much got in there, and I got sick because it rotted and got infected inside my face.
Okay, thanks,
So like
Tyler.
13,
Thank
so like
you.
13 eggs, yeah, like 13 whole pickled eggs.
It was disgusting. And he just kept eating them.
And I kept choking. I was like,
Can you imagine
so
that?
much vinegar. Every line I tried to deliver, I was like,
I'll take a Rudy Tooty fresh and fruity with 13 eggs in my omelet, please. Like, how many eggs? 13?
It's a lot of eggs. It's a lot of...
A lot of sulfur.
Yeah, it's a lot of sulfur.
That's a Harry Vandersweigel card that a fan made, and I signed one for them, and they gave me this and said I could give it out in my bag of crap. So there you are.
Good question, though. Thank you.
All right, next up, what's your name? What's your question?
Cholesterol. That was the joke I was reaching for. It's a lot of cholesterol. I got there.
Hey, my name is Zach. Pleasure to see you all. Thanks for being here. Quick question. Do you guys wash your rice before you cook it?
Oh, that's a good question. It depends on the mood I'm in.
Yes, I do.
Honestly, and if I
I do.
I don't think I do. I didn't know you had to do that. Are you supposed to?
It makes better rice.
The extra starch from
Yeah,
the rice.
all the starch off the rice. It makes
It's
better
amazing
rice.
how much stuff comes off of it.
Okay. Now
Cloudy.
Thank you for that question.
That's my boarding pass for a trip to Vancouver. I want you to have that. From me to you. Oh, yes. I rent it out, yeah. My wife makes me.
You don't
Next up, what's your name? What's your question?
I wouldn't, though, but my wife.
Look at this. Wow.
Hi, my name is Shelby. My question is, what is your favorite lines from the movie?
Favorite line from the movie?
Yes.
Mine is, I've stated already, it's true, Chad, you're half hillbilly.
That's mine too. You took it from me.
should have a line off.
Yeah.
I think they should both perform it. No, that's a horrible thing to suggest. Yeah.
I like you've gone hillbilly on me, Allison. Or fuck off hillbillies get to.
I think I don't know, man. I think one of my favorite lines, it's so stupid. I think it might be, I should have known that if a guy like me talked to a girl like you, somebody would end up dead.
That's so stupid.
But then I also, one of my favorite lines is Alan accuses Dale in the beginning of having an inferiority complex, and I go, nope. Look at my hands, like, no, I don't. I just thought that was an ad-lib, and it's one of my favorite lines in the movie. Just nope.
Thank you guys.
So that is a vanity kit from a hotel that I stayed in once. You feel free to use that. Re-gift it.
How you doing, man? What's your name? What you got?
My name is Tampa. What other movie did you love being in other than Tucker and Dale?
What movie did you love being in besides Tucker and Dale? Real quick, what you got?
FD3 was a great one. It was a lot of fun riding that roller coaster over and over again. That's probably my second favorite.
As far as fun goes, I would say Sex Drive.
Woo!
Okay.
Sexy movie about driving.
About sex and driving.
Yeah. For me, it's probably Mountain Men, which I made with my brother, or Monsters University. Yeah, or Rise of the Planet of the Apes. I got 3.
You did 3. I'd say A Knight's Tale. Yeah, I'll just stick with that one. If I could go back, I would go back there. That is a back behind that it's a VIP pass right there for a con that you're not at right now.
Yeah, for a fan exposure.
That con ended a while ago, but you can get full access.
That does not get you in anywhere.
Yeah.
All right, next up, what's your name? What's your question?
My name's Heather. It's for Alan. I just wanted to know how you felt when you found out Wash was dying in Firefly. Well, I should say Serenity.
My script only went up.
This is going to be a good one you're going to give her. Holy crap, I see what you're giving her on this one. That's a good one.
Oh, it's a Dragon Con. It's my Dragon Con guest thing from the other day.
So didn't mean to interrupt, but I saw you pull that thing out.
Oh yeah, it's a good one. At Dragon Con, you get these little ribbons, and then you attach one to the other one, to the other one, to the other one, to the other one. People have them all the way down, and then there's a contest who has the most. Anyway. This says this is some bullshit. They're all like, one is anyway. What was the question?
Wash dying.
What? Oh yeah, he died.
Yeah, and it killed me.
It wasn't. I think it worked. That was the thing I was worried about. Would it work? Like he wanted it to be because the captain says somebody's gonna. We have to put our lives on the line. And Nathan says if nobody died after saying that, it wouldn't have been any good. And so basically Nathan killed him. I think that's what we're getting out of this.
So we should be upset with him.
Yeah, not John. John's a good guy.
All right, so listen up. So we are right at 4 o'clock. We're supposed to be starting the next panel now. So how about this though? Karen, can I make a deal with the guys that you in the line? As long as Alan and the rest of you guys are okay with this, if you guys go back to their area and you ask these questions there, you can still be eligible for something out of the bag of crap.
Not really. But here's some stuff. These are maps to get around Dragon Con, which ended 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, something like that.
All right, so we got 5 of the maps. How about this? We'll give you these now. We'll still go over there and do that, and then I'm going to be back up there, and we're going to get our picture and all this kind of fun stuff. So you're going to pass on to You Rock.
Take one, pass it back. Take one, pass it back.
Let them come up here. Look at what they wore.
Oh yeah.
Come on.
Did everybody get a thing? I've got a couple more.
Anybody didn't get one? You need 2 more? Look at that. He's got 2 more things.
Here you go.
Oh, they don't get to ask their questions? We can't be a couple minutes over?
We are already a couple minutes over. So
Howie Mandel has to come up here, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, so real quick, so we have a thing we have to do, and this is going to be really special time. We always have to summon the show photographer to come up here to take our picture. It's like, it's a horror show, so we got to do that. So you guys ready? Let's summon the show photographer, Corey. You guys ready? Cool.